ladies and gentlemen. Thank you once again. Today we're going to talk about Where's the Love Part 5. Again, continuing on our series of notes on the events that led to the American Revolution. Today we're going to go back and we're going to talk about why that one shot at Lexington is considered a shot heard around the world. We were talking about that last time, and last time I left you hanging. Well, today I'm going to go ahead and give you why that's considered a shot heard around the world. If you remember, over in Lexington, there was a battle where 70 Minutemen went up against 700 Redcoats, and someone fired a shot. Nobody knows who, but that led to a lot of bloodshed, especially on the way back from Concord. The colonists went off on the Redcoats. All right, so here we go. Why is that shot at Lexington called a shot heard around the world? We'll start with that one shot at Lexington led to the American Revolution. Again, we declared independence. We decided to go and fight against England. Well, the American Revolution then led to a new kind of government. After we won the American Revolution, we had a new kind of government. What kind of government is that? Right, democracy. We had a democracy now. What is a democracy? Now, there's a lot of definitions, but I'm going to give you a quick, simple definition. Real simple. Democracy is when the people tell their leader what to do. People tell the leader what to do. I mean, we vote them in, but we vote those who do what we want them to do. You know, if a leader does not do what the people want, what happens? Yeah, we vote them out. So here's a graphic. The people, real happy, telling the leader what to do. Again, that's a television personality that he didn't look like a leader. He looked, so I used his graphic. What's the opposite of democracy? This will be on the test too. Opposite of democracy is called a dictatorship. And a dictatorship is what? When the leader tells the people what to do. Watch this graphic. The leader tells the people what to do. You like that, huh? Do it again. Oh yeah. So the difference between democracy and a dictatorship is one where the people decide who the leader is, and the dictator is where he or she decides what goes on for the country. Now, I told you the example of the classroom. In the classroom, is it a democracy or a dictatorship? And we talked about that in the classroom, it's a dictatorship. The teacher decides what the classroom does. Teacher decides what the students do. The only difference is that, you know, this dictator is not one of those mean dictators. This dictator is the one that's gonna what the students do is for their own benefit. It's not for my benefit. It's a benevolent dictatorship where the dictator's a nice guy, and anything you do is for your benefit, not for me. All right, so moving on. So back to our definition. That one shot at Lexington led to the American Revolution, which led to the new kind of government called democracy, and this is where things start changing. See, up until now, it's a shot heard around the colonies, the shot heard around England. But why is it called a shot heard around the world? Because once people got the idea, and once they saw what was happening in America, they realized, hey, if America doesn't need a king, then maybe we don't need a king either. See, democracy was something new in the world. Up until now, they had an emperor or a king, and they made the decisions for the country. They made decisions for the people. But all of a sudden, a bunch of people in the colony realized, hey, we don't need a king. We can take care of our government by ourselves. And so we created this new thing called democracy, and other countries started paying attention. That new kind of democracy, new kind of government, democracy led to other countries wanting independence. And all of a sudden, other colonies, other countries started saying, hey, if America doesn't need a king, we don't need a king either. And because of that, other countries started having their revolutions. Other countries started declaring their independence. Today, as I'm recording this, it's September 16th. September 16th is the day that Mexico declared their independence. They were part of the country of Spain, and they decided that they can handle their own business in their own country, so they declared their independence. Again, this is something that the idea they got it from America. America starts this whole thing, and pretty soon countries from all around the world started declaring their independence because they saw that what we did worked. And even now, countries are declaring their independence. Back in the 80s, the Soviet Union, a lot of these countries under the Soviet Union, they decided to break off and declare their independence, and it was all because of what we started back in the colonies. So that one shot, again, led to so many things that affected the whole world, and that's why they call it the shot heard round the world. So on the test, remember, I'm going to ask you, why is that shot at Lexington considered a shot heard around the world? You're going to have to explain all what we just talked about. It led to the American Revolution, led to a new kind of government called democracy, and then other countries got the idea and wanted independence, and they started their revolutions. And even now, we have countries who are following the American example started back there at Lexington. All right, so that's Where's the Love Part 5, and so we'll stop there and we'll continue in the next one talking about the Second Continental Congress. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.